Ladies, let's get real. Right now, you might be torching your own value without even knowing it. Not because you're not amazing, you are, but because there's some sneaky stuff you're doing that's handing men the match. I've seen it too many times. Smart, gorgeous women wondering why they're stuck with guys who treat them like yesterday's takeout. It's not your fault the game's rigged, but it is on you to spot the traps and kick them to the curb. Today, I'm laying out 7 brutal ways you're accidentally tanking your worth in his eyes. Stuff so raw it'll hit you like a freight train. But don't worry, I'm not leaving you hanging. I've got the moves to shut it down and reclaim your crown. This is no fluffy love yourself sermon. This is the gritty truth with a side of fire. Let's roll. You're his emotional trash can, and he's dumping till you stink. Let's start with a gut punch. Every time he unloads his crap, work stress, family drama, that fight with his bro, and you sit there soaking it up like a martyr, you're not his rock, you're his trash can. He's piling on the garbage, and you're nodding, oh, poor you, while he walks away fresh, and you're left reeking. Here's the shocker. He doesn't respect you for it. He's relieved you're the dump site, and he's not even tipping you for the haul. Worse, he's texting his buddies, she's cool, takes all my shit, while you're scrubbing his stink off your soul. This hits hard because you've been there, swapping your peace for his whining, thinking it's love. It's not. It's a worth killer. Men don't value what they can trash. They value what they have to handle with care. My pal's girl used to eat his rants daily. He'd vent, she'd wilt. He didn't see a queen, he saw a landfill till she snapped. How to stop? Toss it back. He's dumping? Damn, that's a lot. How you fixing it? No soothing, just a shove. He'll stutter, maybe pout, but he'll get it. You're not his garbage chute. My friend's wife tried this. He rambled, she said. Sounds rough, deal with it. He stopped unloading, started asking about her day. You're not his janitor, quit cleaning up and he'll see you shine. 2, you're filling his silence with your noise, and he's tuning out. He goes quiet, stops texting, doesn't call, leaves you hanging. So you jump in, double texts, hey you okay? Maybe a meme to lighten it up. Trap 2, you're filling his silence with your noise and it's screaming, I'll do the work, don't leave. Here's the gut punch. When you rush to plug his gaps, he doesn't see a confident woman, he sees someone scared to lose him. And that fear, it's a worth wrecker. He tunes out because you've just told him he doesn't have to show up. You'll do it for him. I've watched this crash and burn. My niece dated a guy who'd ghost for days. She'd flood his phone, jokes, updates, just checking in. He'd reply when he felt like it, if at all. She thought she was keeping it alive. He thought she was desperate. Spoiler, he bailed anyway. How to stop? Let the silence sit. He doesn't text? Don't chase. Mirror him. Go dark till he surfaces. He'll either step up or fade out, and either way, you're not the one panting for crumbs. My friend tried this. Guy went quiet. She didn't budge. 2 days later, he's calling. Where you been? Your quiet's louder than your noise. Use it, and he'll hear you clear. 3, you're wearing his mood like a coat, and he's loving the control. He's grumpy, so you're tiptoeing. He's stressed, so you're stressing. He's happy, and suddenly you're all sunshine. Trap 3. You're wearing his mood like it's your wardrobe, and it's shredding your worth to ribbons. Here's the brutal kicker. When your whole vibe hinges on his, he doesn't see a woman with her own fire. He sees a mirror he can tilt however he wants. And yeah, some guys get off on that power trip, even if they won't admit it. My cousin fell hard for this. Her guy'd come home sour, and she'd scramble, cooking his favorite, cracking jokes, dimming herself to lift him. He'd stay moody, and she'd crash harder than he did. He didn't respect her, he owned her. She was his emotional thermostat till she broke free. How to stop? Peel off his coat. He's sulking? That sucks. I'm still hitting my yoga class. He's off? Keep your spark. Don't flicker to match him. My pal's guy used to drag her down with his funks. She started saying, I'm good, hope you bounce back, and kept her plans. He snapped out of it faster to keep up. Your mood's yours, own it, and he'll chase your light instead of dimming it. 4, you're handing out gold stars for bare minimum, and he's cashing in. He texts back after 3 days, and you're all, thanks for replying. He remembers your birthday with a, hey, happy B-Day, and you're gushing like he wrote you a sonnet. Trap 4, you're tossing gold stars at his bare minimum effort, and it's tanking your worth like a bad stock. Here's the unfiltered truth. When you cheer for scraps, he doesn't think you're nice. He thinks you're cheap. He's cashing in on your low bar, laughing inside because he knows he's barely breaking a sweat. My buddy's girl used to rave when he'd call after ghosting. "You're so sweet." He'd smirk to me, "She's easy to please." She wasn't winning him over, she was training him to slack. He lost interest. Why try when she's thrilled with nothing? How to stop? Raise the bar and hold it. He texts late, "Took you a while, what's the deal?" He half-asses a date, "This isn't cutting it, let's do better." No gushing, just standards. My friend's guy used to coast. She started calling out his weak moves. "I'm not here for this." He went from meh to planning dinners. Reward the effort, not the crumbs. He'll either step up or starve. 5. You're betting your happiness on his dice. And he's rolling snake eyes, big trap here. You're tying your joy to his moves. He's into you and you're flying. He pulls back and you're a wreck. Your whole happiness is riding on his dice and he's rolling snake eyes half the time. Here's the cold, hard slap. When your mood's his casino, you're not a woman in charge, you're a gambler begging for a win. He doesn't respect that, he pities it. And pity? That's the graveyard of worth. My friend lived this. Her guy'd be hot one week, cold the next. She'd soar or crash based on his texts. He'd say, "You're too much," but kept her dangling because she let him deal the cards. She lost herself till she walked. How to stop? Stack your own chips. He's distant? Cool, I'm hitting the gym. He's all in? Nice, I've got my own plans too. Build your joy, friends, hobbies, that podcast you love, so he's a bonus, not the jackpot. My cousin's guy faded once. She kept her life buzzing. He came back begging to join. Your happiness isn't his game. Play your own, and he'll buy a ticket. 6. You're hoarding his faults like souvenirs, and he's off the hook. Here's a shocker you didn't see coming. Every time you excuse his screw-ups, he didn't mean it. He's just busy. And tuck them away like keepsakes. You're not being nice. You're letting him off scot-free. You're hoarding his faults instead of calling them out, and he's grinning because he knows you'll polish his mess into a trophy. The raw truth? He's not growing, he's coasting, and you're the one dusting his shelf while your worth gathers cobwebs. My neighbor did this. Her guy'd flake, lie, forget, and she'd sigh. He's got a lot going on. She'd stash it, never confront. He kept screwing up because she kept collecting. He didn't value her, he counted on her to forgive. How to stop? Drop the souvenirs. He flakes? That's not cool, what's your deal? He lies? I don't keep liars. Fix it. No hoarding, just heat. My friend's guy forgot her birthday. She said, "That's a strike. Next one's out." He's been on time ever since. Stop saving his trash, toss it back, and he'll see you're not his museum. 7. You're playing the maybe tomorrow game, and he's already won. Mind blower alert. You're waiting for him to get it. That magical day he'll wake up, see your worth, and turn into Prince Charming. Trap 7. You're stuck in the maybe tomorrow game, and he's already won because you're betting on his future while he's cashing out now. Here's the brutal fact. Every day you wait for him to change, you're not inspiring him. You're proving he doesn't have to. He's got you on hold, and your worth's fading with every one more chance. My niece played this. Her guy was all talk, no action. She'd say he'll step up soon and waited 2 years. He didn't. He knew she'd stay. She was his safety net till she cut the rope. How to stop? Quit the clock. He's stalling? I'm not waiting. Show me now or I'm gone. Deadline it. My pal gave her guy a month to shape up. He didn't. She walked. Now she's with a man who didn't need a timer. Stop betting on tomorrow. Demand today, and he'll either race or lose. The final bell. You're the boss, not the backup plan. Ladies, these traps are silent assassins, sneaky moves you didn't know were gutting your worth. But now you've got the map. You're not his trash can, his noise machine, his mood ring, his gold star giver, his dice roller, his fault curator, or his tomorrow gamble. You're the boss of this gig, and when you slam these doors shut, he'll either step into your ring or get left in the dust. Hit that like, blast this to every woman tired of playing small, and go rewrite your damn rules. You're not just worth it, you're the whole show, and it's time he buys the ticket.